Today we're talking about a case that we came aware of back in April 2018. An officer in case made me aware of a gentleman that had been receiving unwanted and nuisance telephone calls. And due to the concern I had, I contacted the gentleman in question and arranged a visit. The victim answered the door, and on entering the property I noticed on his stairs the staircase was more or less full of unopened post. There was post up the stairs and in the room, and I did ask you, didn't I? I said, is there any more anywhere?
Not anymore.
Yeah, and where was it?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom, and what were full of post?
What?
Your bath.
Bath.
Yeah, wasn't it? So I think because we were so concerned, I came back over the Easter weekend, and you and I spent our time on our hands and knees going through it, and that's when we established you had done cash checks. You had bank statements showing that you'd lost a lot of money.
Lost a lot of money.
And you weren't quite sure of where some of it was going. Obviously, we established that people had been preying on you. That's right. There were criminals ringing you up all the time. And there were people calling at your door. Can you sort of say how these things built up? What sort of things built up? You didn't used to open your mail, did you, really?
I did at first.
Yeah.
I did at first. And then every day I was getting 10, 15 letters a day. And it got too much. It got too much. I just picked them from the front door and put them on the stairs because it got too much to open them up.
Once somebody replies to an offer of, saying, winning the Spanish lottery and sending monies off, that individual will then be harassed and sent letters after letters. Their details will be shared amongst other criminals, and it's not a nice term, but there's something called a suckers list, where Brian's name undoubtedly ended up on this list. So not only would have been receiving letters from the original criminals, then other criminals would have been targeting Brian. That is why, Brian, that you was receiving so many letters, and it all got too much for you, didn't it?
Too much for me. I just couldn't keep up with it at all,
And Brian, you also missed quite a lot of important things in them letters, didn't you?
Yes, some of the genuine letters that I should have opened and I missed out on, such as I had a couple of checks sent to me, and we're not opening them. I'd gone back by the dates.
Yeah.
They should have been cashed into the bank, put into the bank.
Can you remember how much in total those? I think there were 3 or 4 checks, weren't there?
Yeah, one were about I think 5,000. I think one were about 5,000.
Yeah, there was quite a few £1,000, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That you'd missed out
on.
Some were honoured, some weren't. Weren't there?
Yeah.
I think I came to see you, well, at least 4 times, and I think I spoke to those the people pretending to be the police. On 4 separate occasions. When you answered the phone to them, Brian, what did they actually say to you?
We're ringing to tell you that somebody has got into your bank account and have took out 8,500 out of your bank account. My name is Paul Goodyear, and I'm from Metropolitan Police, London. And apparently we've caught these people, and to get your money back, you must start sending us money as for pay VAT on this money that these criminals have got. So it says we'll start your first money you should send to us is £1,000. And then what you do, we'll give you an address to where to send this money to. You go to your bank, you draw your money out, take it to the post office and send it to this address that we gave you. And then when you come home, or with the receipt you've received, when you come home, ring us up on this number, what we're giving you, and then give us that number on that receipt to confirm that that money has gone through.
Was that? Did you have to use something called MoneyGram at the post office?
Yes, I did.
So that's right. So you go to the post office and you transfer money using this MoneyGram service.
Service, that's true.
And sending it off to these, what you thought were police.
Police, yeah.
And how many times did this happen then, Brian?
4 times.
That was four
times.
times. Right, okay.
One was for 400, as well as 1,000. Then one was 440. And then there was a 200 one.
So, we had the people at your door selling you the solar panels.
Solar panels, yes.
We've had people, which you now know were criminals, posing as police. Taking monies from you. We know that you had post, and you was a target of postal fraud.
Postal fraud, I was.
And also these unscrupulous companies ringing you all the time, pressurising you.
Yeah.
Into spending
money.
Spending a lot of money.
Money, yeah.
We talked of the impact that these crimes have had on you. And you once told me something, Brian, and I was just wondering if you'd be kind enough to just say it one last time, how you felt.
How I felt, I didn't know which way to turn. And it got to such a point that I was thinking about committing suicide and taking my life, because I couldn't go on. It was only a kind police officer that came to see me that pulled me back. Yeah.
Up until last week, I've not seen you for a while, had I?
No.
And your daughter rang me, and you've had a couple of health problems since all this started, haven't you?
Since all this has started, I've had 2 strokes while I've been asleep, which it caused 2 blockages. I got a block valve into my heart and a block valve, blood valves into my brain. And I was up to that, I was pretty fit. And what happened, I'd been shopping the day previous and I'd gone to bed, and then next day, which was on a Sunday, I decided, I wanted to go to the toilet, put my legs out of the bed, stood up to go, and I fell on all fours because there was nothing in my legs at all. Use had gone out of my legs at all. I think it was something that was building up. Pressure. Yeah.
What I will say is, the general public, some do not realise the impact that these sorts of crimes have, particularly on older people.
Yeah, that's true.
And the criminals that prey on our vulnerable communities have no soul, Brian.
They have no.
And what do you think to these people now? What do you think of them?
Well, I'm trying to think of a word for them. Heartless, that's the word. They don't care. They don't care at all.